Oh God, see that? That's why your deadlift is lighting up your low back. Ah, that's better. Same bar, same deadlift, but now starting the load is under control. And the fix is simpler than you think. If your low back hurts after deadlifting, don't assume deadlifts are bad for you. And don't think that your heavy training days are over. For most men over 50, the real problem is this. We start the pull too fast. We never take the slack out of the bar. The rep begins with a jolt. The bar snaps tight. The torso gets pulled forward. The back gets hit too hard before the bar even moves. That's when the back tightens up. The set feels wrong. And the result? We avoid the deadlift. Today, I'm going to show you the fix. First, build tension, then drive the floor away. And later, I'll show you 3 mistakes that keep men stuck in hurting their low back while deadlifting. Here's the simple way to think about it. Barbell sleeves have slack. That's why they clank when you drop them. The weights on the bar have slack. Unless they're super expensive, the center hole in the plates will be a little bigger than the bar sleeve. And every joint in your body has slack. Those 3 loose areas add up to a dead space that needs to be eliminated before you can safely raise a heavy load. That makes the first inch smoother. It keeps the rep more efficient and gives your low back less chaos to deal with. You don't need a faster deadlift start. You need a tighter one. Here's what goes wrong. A lot of men grab the bar and just yank it off the floor too fast. Ugh. The bar clicks tight, the joints randomly tighten, and the lats don't engage and the bar drifts forward. Every rep feels different. That first inch is where the problem starts. It's not the weight that hurts your back, it's how you're starting the rep. The deadlift shouldn't begin like a surprise. It should begin like a controlled transfer of force. When you squeeze the slack out first, the back muscles can lock in and stabilize so the legs can raise the bar smoothly. That's the secret for us men over 50, because the goal isn't to just deadlift today. The goal is to still be deadlifting years from now. Here's the sequence we want. Walk up to the bar so it's over your midfoot. Take your grip just outside the legs, the thumbs touching the shins. Get the chest up. Lock the lats in by squeezing your armpits and pulling the bar back. Lift your hips. Now, slowly squeeze the slack out of the bar. Then, push the floor down with the legs and feet. Elbows straight and midsection braced and breath held. Finish soldier straight, no shoulder shrug at the top. And remember, don't lift the bar up, push the floor down. On the left, the low back yanks the bar up. Everything is chaotic and happens all at once. The rep is abrupt and the back takes the hit. On the right, tension builds first as the body squeezes the slack out of the bar. Everything happens in order. The legs move the bar up. That rep is smoother, the body is stronger, and the low back's protected. That's the whole idea. Squeeze, then push. That one change cleans up the start of the deadlift and takes a huge amount of damaging stress off your low back. Here are the 3 most common mistakes men make that cause low back pain with the deadlift. Number 1, dropping the hips too low. When we get to the bar, if we drop the hips too low, it pushes our knees forward. As the knees go forward, it makes the bar have to round around the knees and moves it away from the body. Any load that moves away from the body horizontally gets heavier real quick. Oh. Yeah, don't do that. The fix. Right before you push the floor, lift the hips to get the shins more vertical. That creates a straight bar path that keeps the bar close to the body. Mistake number 2, delayed shoulder rise. When the hips come up before the shoulders, it makes the torso too horizontal. Now the legs are pushing up the hips, but not the bar, and the low back has to clean up the mess. The fix: keep the shoulders and the hips rising together at a fixed angle until the knees straighten. And then push the hips through. And mistake number 3, turning the lats off mid-rep. This causes the bar to float forward away from the legs. Right here. This pulls you forward out of position and makes the bar once again feel heavier and increases the stress on the low back. Right there. Here's the fix. Squeeze the armpits together by engaging the lats and paint the front of the shins with the smooth parts of the bar. Squeeze the armpits, paint the shins. Remember this: if your low back hurts after deadlifting, don't blame your age and don't blame the lift. Check how you're starting the rep. If you're jerking the bar off the floor, you're shocking the low back before the rest of the body is ready to join. Now you know the fix. Set your position, squeeze the slack out, then push the floor away. That's how men over 50 stay strong, capable, and lifting with confidence for decades. Most men never fix this. You will. Every deadlift day, start with 2 dowel sets. Focus on squeezing the setup and pushing down into the floor. Then do 1 to 2 sets with an empty barbell. Elbows locked straight, bar touching the body. For your work sets, take the slack out before every rep. And in the second 50 strong system, it's 30 minutes, 4 days a week. Monday, squat. Tuesday, bench. Thursday, deadlift. And Friday, standing press. 2 hours total. Safe, simple, short, and smart. And smart means you're progressing without paying for it with pain. On your off days, do the upper body and lower body dowel warm-ups to open your joint and work on asymmetries. They're slow, controlled, and joint friendly. That's how you clean things up without getting hurt. And if you want the full step-by-step system, grab my free strength training crash course for men over 50 at second50strong.com. No frills, no fluff, no fancy, just effective. Built for the long game. And if you want to go deep into completely dominating your second 50 years as a man, check out my book, Grow or Die. It's on Amazon, and I wrote it exactly for you. Now, watch these videos to continue your journey of growing into your second 50 years. They'll keep you confident, capable, and dangerous for decades. Smart reps save joints. And always remember, most men fade, but you're not most men.